Hey, Broncos country, it's almost halftime. I'm Skev Dan. You're watching the Halftime Hash here on Bourbon Broncos No BS, part of the Orange Weekly Broadcast Network. Guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go refill your Breckenridge Brewery Champions Blend Bourbon. Grab another drink, sit back, relax, and let's break down this first half. Now, I am listening to see if they are going to uphold or confirm this call on the field. Looks like they did not. That is not a touchdown for the Broncos, unfortunately. The Chargers will punt, though. So, hey, still close game. Broncos are in the lead 7-0, 1:36 left in the half. Broncos with 2 timeouts. Returning by Marvin Mims. He's up to the 25. He's out at the 31-ish. So Broncos will have a minute and 28 seconds, 2 timeouts to be able to get something on the board. Now, historically, we know that this is where the Broncos really tend to struggle, is right before half, right after halftime as well. And the offense hasn't been great today. Definitely better, but still not amazing. So let's look at some of the stats while you guys post your comments and questions. Guys, I want to hear from you guys. What did you see in the first half that was concerning? What did you see that you really liked? There are some really good things going on. There are some not so good things going on as well. But we're going to see how this Broncos offense does. So I'm gonna talk some stats while we look at what's going on right now. Russ is in the back. Looks like Williams off to his left. Williams throwing over to Pirine, actually, and it's about a 3-yard gain by Samaje Perine. Okay, look at this so far. Russ is now 9 for 14 for about 64, 65 yards compared to Herbert, who is 9 for 17. With 96 yards. So both quarterbacks not doing anything outstanding, but that's okay. Broncos rushing yards so far, 50 yards, 32 from Javonte Williams compared to LA's 31 rush yards. Russ throwing again to Samaje again. First down at the 42-yard line by Samaje Perine. Minute 10 left on the clock. The clock is counting down. Broncos still have 2 timeouts. I'm not going to be able to do anything else. They are hurrying up there at the line already. Samaje Perine still out there to the left of Russell Wilson. Taking back for the snap. Looks like he's throwing over to Perine 3 times in a row. Perine with about 9-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 1. 55 seconds on the clock. Still counting. Broncos 2 timeouts left. Wondering if they're going to take a timeout here soon to maybe give them a chance to stop the clock. You know, they are close to field goal range. They're about 10 yards away right now. Looks like Chargers are going to rush. They are bringing some pressure, getting through. Sprouse stepping up in the pocket, moving out to the right, throwing away. And we are going to talk a lot about what I have to say about Jerry Jeudy today. If you're not just absolutely pissed off at Jerry Jeudy, then I don't know what you're seeing. Jerry Jeudy is, if you didn't know, the guy who threw a temper tantrum on the field last week for getting the ball not thrown to him when he was wide open. Okay, fine. I get it. You're going to throw a little pissy fit and a little hissy fit on the field. Yeah, I said pissy fit. That's what it was. It was a little temper tantrum, a little 2-year-old temper tantrum thrown on the field. Oh, he's not throwing to me even though I'm open. Why isn't he throwing to me? Samaje Perine up the middle for about 4 yards. First down, 30 seconds on the clock. Broncos still 2 timeouts. Looks like they might take one here. They're right at field goal range. So a few more chances, a few more runs, get a better, field position, and then hopefully we'll get 3 points out of this. We got Clayton up in here. How you doing, man? Glenn, what's going on? Thoughts on them overturning the TD. Look, it was close. It's all about that forward motion of the ball. And if that ball is moving forward, even for just a frame, you see that ball move forward, they're probably going to overturn that. So they saw enough. Look, I don't know if I agree with it, but I didn't see the replay that they saw. So that would have been great to see. Bottom line, Jaquan McMillan is looking phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, he's McMillian. That's how I'm going to say it because that's what he is. Cody, how you doing, man? Guys, post your comments and questions and let me know how you're doing. Let's see. 3 yards from the ideal minimum field goal range, 31 seconds on the clock. I'm going to get back to Jerry Jeudy in a second because I am pissed off at this guy. Let's see what they do. Russ in the backfield. Samaje Perine again, now off to his right. 2x2. Russ looking to throw. Big throw. He's got number 85 wide open. Kroll, I think that was number 80. Oh, there's a flag on the play. We'll see what that looks like, though. Lucas Kroll with a reception there. Big reception. 23 seconds on the clock. Face mask personal foul on the defense. So 15 more yards on that. Broncos are now not only looking for a field goal, they now have one timeout, 23 seconds for a chance at a touchdown before half. We'll see how this happens. Now, look, could I do any of the things that these wide receivers do, the things that Cortland Sutton does, the things that Jerry Jeudy does? No, there's no way in hell I could do any of the things they do. But if you're going to stand there on the field, drop to your knees, slam your fist on the field, and throw a little hissy fit, when they do throw you the ball, you had better catch that. And so for Jerry Jeudy to drop that big pass down the field, I don't care. I'm done with his crap. He wants to throw a little pissy fits. That's on him. Russ is rolling to the right, looking to throw to the end zone, throwing it out. That's okay. 17 seconds. Broncos have 2 more chances to get a touchdown before they're going to settle for a field goal. But 17 seconds on the clock, plenty of time. Let's see if we can push one into the end zone there. So look, Jerry Jeudy, I'm just done with him. I'm just absolutely done with his crap. At this point, I wouldn't throw the ball to him anymore. He hasn't, let's see. Jerry Jeudy, 1 reception out of 4 targets for 7 yards. Jerry Jeudy isn't doing jack squat. And so for him to sit there and throw a big hissy fit and act like a goddamn 2-year-old, I'm done with his crap. Start throwing the ball more to Cortland Sutton. Russ is throwing to the end zone again. He's got him. Jerry Jeudy, I take it back, man. Jerry Jeudy, I take it back. I take it back. I take everything I just said back, Jerry Jeudy. Jerry freaking Jeudy with the touchdown. Broncos are going to be in the lead by 14-0, and they get the ball back to start the second half. We are going to see what the Broncos do with a change and how they come up with their plays to start the second half, right? If you remember what we were talking about in the pregame podcast and also on the tailgate talk, Sean Payton is going to draft up and write out the scripted plays to start the second half during halftime, where normally he has always done, and I think most coaches probably do this. Are they saying he's out? Never mind, Jerry Jeudy, you suck. Never mind, Jerry Jeudy. Not a touchdown. Didn't get his other foot down. Jerry Jeudy, you suck. I'm done with your crap. Angelo, how you doing? Only 1 foot. Allison, defense is definitely keeping us in the game. I would say Jerry Jeudy can be benched for all I care at this point. Jerry Jeudy isn't doing anything. He is now 1 reception for 7 yards on 5 targets. So, Glenn, never mind. So 1 more chance to throw to the end zone. Do not throw to Jeudy. I don't even want him to get a touchdown. He doesn't deserve any of it. Let's see what he does here. Russ in the backfield. Samaje Perine out to his right. Expecting the Chargers to bring a good amount of pressure. Russ looking to throw. Rolling out to the right. Throwing, and it's incomplete. Thanks, Jerry Jeudy. Thank you, Jerry Jeudy. That's twice now. Twice in this game that you should have had that ball. You should have had that touchdown. You should have had that big pass down the field. You didn't have either of them. Those 2 I'm going to fault you with. The other ones I could say either Russ or, good defensive play or whatever. But 2 of those huge plays right there, Jerry Jeudy has no right to throw any sort of temper tantrum. Okay. Unless you guys want me to talk about Jerry Jeudy anymore, I'm going to go ahead and continue. But it looks like Broncos will be settling for a field goal here. And now they're up by 10-0, which is still good, but not great by any means. Kick is up. Kick is down the middle. Will Lutz with a 23-yard field goal there. Broncos 10-0. And that will get us into halftime. So let's start talking about this, guys. I want to hear what you have to say, what your thoughts on the game are as we start breaking this down. Okay, as I said, receiving yards, 112 receiving yards. Russell Wilson, 11 for 20 there. Herbert holding at 96 yards, 9 for 17. Let's see. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Gary, kept in for the call. I love it, man. I love it. I wish that I was right when I thought that Jerry Jeudy had caught that ball for a touchdown, but no, definitely not. Cody, maybe we should trade you. Who would want Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy is going to sit there and throw temper tantrums when you don't throw the ball to him, and then when you throw the ball to him, he's going to drop it or not get both feet in bound, not even try to get both feet in bound. So nobody's going to want Jerry Jeudy. Just cut him. I'm done with this. He is absolutely not even close to being a first-round pick worthy. his performance over the years. It's just getting worse now. And now I think what you're seeing is somebody else who's making it about themselves and not about the team. And if you're talking about turning a culture around, look at what we did with Randy Gregory. Look at what we did with Frank Clark. They were out the door because they were about themselves. They were not about the team. Jerry Jeudy, I think, is the next guy that fits in that category. And if we had anybody to really replace him with, if we had a healthy Tim Patrick, you would probably see Jerry Jeudy gone. Let's see if we can bring down the Charger returner. He does. That's halftime. Thank God. Broncos are up 10-0. Good to see you, Cody. Glenn, wish we picked up CD Lamb instead of drafting someone who couldn't catch. Completely agree. And not even that, just somebody who's not going to throw a little temper tantrum like a 2-year-old, like a pissed off 2-year-old. Come on. Like, I'm just so over Jerry Jeudy's crap at this point. Angelo, I don't get why our offense can't get things going. Dude, you're telling me. You're telling me. And in this case, Russell Wilson has made some good throws. Russell Wilson, is not the reason Jerry Jeudy dropped that pass. Russell Wilson dropped that ball, both the long pass and the touchdown attempt pass, right into Jerry Jeudy's hands. Jerry Jeudy is apparently thinking he doesn't have to follow through and pay attention to the details like all of his other teammates have to. So look, to me, he got his chance. We said, fine, you're going to throw a fit, but fine. There's some credibility to what you're saying. We see the tape. We see that you're open. We see that you're open frequently. We're going to throw you the ball. We're going to get you the ball and have you make something happen with it. Well, guess what? We've done that all half and not once. Meanwhile, Cortland Sutton has only been targeted twice, but has caught the ball twice for 16 yards. So if I'm making any adjustments at halftime and I'm Sean Payton, I'm just saying I'm writing Jerry Jeudy out of basically any kind of major play. He is not going to be the guy that gets his number called in the huddle anymore. He'll be out there. He can run his routes, but I'm done with him. We're going to throw to Cortland Sutton. We're going to throw to these other playmakers, Samaje Perine, Javonte Williams for receiving. Let's see, Marvin Mims even. I'd throw the ball to Marvin Mims more. He only has 2 targets. Jaleel McLaughlin has 1 target. I don't care. All these guys, all of them. Throw the ball to these guys, but Jerry Jeudy is straight up done in my book. He hasn't done anything. For a second there, it looked like he redeemed himself, but I took it back because that just was absolutely terrible. I'm glad you're with me, Cody. Glad you are with me. Jerry the Wawa. Poor me. That's what it is. If you're going to be a player that's focused on yourself and not the benefit of the team, I want you out. I want you gone. I don't care if we're going to have to spend a lot of money on guaranteed or whatever. I'm done with you. And this isn't just a reaction of anger in the moment. I mean, it kind of is to a degree, but I think this is a prime example of somebody who's going to sit there and put his own complaints, his own wants, his own desires over that of the team. And fine, when we do give you the ball, you don't catch it, you don't make plays, then you don't need to be here. You're not doing anything for the team other than being a distraction. And that's what Jerry Jeudy is becoming. So at this point, if I'm Sean Payton, I'm looking at, hey, okay, we're going to move him off at the end of the season. He's not going to fit into our process at all. Andrew, this game should not be close. Should not be, but it's the Broncos offense. And this is typical Broncos, right? Except that we have a 10-point lead, which is really good. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that we do have a 10-point lead. That is absolutely huge for these guys. And again, I have high hopes for what we're going to see coming out of halftime, looking to see if Sean Payton's strategy to create plays during halftime to come out and hopefully move the ball down the field versus scripting some plays before the start of the game will work in our favor, but we'll see what that looks like. Derek, how you doing, man? McMillan is a baller. Yeah, he is. I love him. Your second half of the statement, though, Team Puffball, I don't know. Can't agree with you on that one, but first half of your statement, completely agree. Completely correct. Jerry, how you doing? Go Broncos. Look, these guys are up 10-0 with getting the ball back to start the second half. So looking in a good position right now. Glenn, who does that remind you of? Hint, he plays for the Ravens now, but did get drafted by the Giants first. Yeah, I'm going to let everybody else try and figure out who it is you're talking about because I know. Yeah, it does sound very familiar to that, huh? Crazy. Let's see. Jeudy couldn't catch a cold today. No, I think the only one that can catch a cold is Patrick Mahomes, with his Mahomes flu. We lost the Broncos because I had a fever of 98.3 or something. I don't know. I coughed a little bit. It hurt. Okay. Jerry Jeudy couldn't even catch that. Jerry Jeudy couldn't even catch that. Andrew Payton was disappointed. Russ didn't throw the ball to Mims on the RPO play early in the second. Russ was set up for a big gain, or he was set up for a big gain. I agree. And look, you got to remember, Russ isn't perfect. Russ is human. Russ is not Peyton Manning. Russ is not John Elway. Russ is not Patrick Mahomes. Russ is Russ. He's going to miss those things, right? And he has gotten sacked a couple times this game. They're getting pressure to him. It's not like he has 5 seconds in the pocket and he's making bad decisions with all day in the pocket. Like, he's having to move around, get out of the pocket, avoid the pressure, and then make plays. So, you're going to miss players that are open because you're just trying to avoid the sack at that point. And they still sacked him twice this game, I believe. So something to keep in mind there. I see what you're saying, Andrew. I completely agree. I'd be upset too. And that's something to look for in the second half to see if we try that play again or do something to set that up. But for the time being, we'll see what that looks like. Judy is garbage. Completely agreed, Ryan, and he deserves comments just like that. And I'm going to stand right behind you on it. Of course I'm right. It's my show. You say I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you, no, it's my show. I'm right. I can tell you the sky is green. I'm not going to tell you the sky is green. Sky is definitely blue. It's not Broncos blue, but sunset's blue and orange. There we go. I'm getting off topic. I'm talking too fast. Anthony, it will get better. I hope so. It's not like we're looking terrible, right? Here's the thing. It's not like we're looking terrible, but third down conversions is still an issue for us. In fact, looking at our third down conversions, Broncos are 2 for 7 on third downs. Now, Chargers are 0 for 7, but to be 2 for 7 on third downs, that's bad. Now, one of them was 3rd and 20, and we got 7 yards out of that. So, okay, we're 2 for 6 if you take that one out. But still, that is a terrible stat line. If you're going to really want to beat better teams than the Chargers, you've got to find a way to overcome this. This offense just, for some reason, cannot get anything going. And that is just the fact of the matter. It's not even just like, oh, well, this is what we've seen for a few weeks. This is what we've seen all season long from these guys. And that's why looking to see what they do coming out of the second half is going to be huge. But once again, what we saw, Broncos got in prime position to score a touchdown before halftime. Couldn't do it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We get these things that do go our way, and then we can't capitalize off of it. It's really sad to see that. Andrew, I didn't realize how bad Chargers offensive line is. Yeah, they are not doing well today at all. Broncos with looking to see how many sacks we have. I don't see it here. Broncos have at least 4 sacks. Here you go. Broncos 4 sacks, 37 yards lost for Justin Herbert. Broncos have only allowed 2 sacks for 8 yards of loss there. So both teams have thrown 1 interception. Looking at this, yards per pass, Broncos are 4.7. Chargers are 2.5 for that. So, things are okay. It's not terrible. It's just, it's not great. It's not great. Let's see. Defense is hopefully pitch a shutout. That'd be great, man. Wouldn't that be great? Ooh, this defense needs it too. After last week, they really need a bounce back and a game to get them back on track. Herbert's out. Defense will get it done. Texans lost. Yeah. So I don't know if they said, maybe tell me in the chat, did they confirm that Herbert is for sure out the rest of the game? Because that is absolutely huge for the Broncos. We just have to continue to play smart and strong. We have to have the offense get something done, right? We can't just completely rely on the defense there. And look, these backup quarterbacks, don't overlook them. I couldn't tell you who the backup quarterback is for the Chargers, but don't overlook these guys. Andrew, Easton Stick can play. I would agree with that completely. Jerry, 49 ain't doing too bad. Yeah. Not Josie Jewell. Number 49, Alex Singleton. Wow. He is looking real good, and he's keeping his emotions in check. He's making plays. He's had 2 of those sacks today, right down the middle, looking really good there. Really good. Andrew, Russ was paid like the guys you mentioned. So Russ was, if I understand your comment right, Russ is getting paid, and Russ isn't looking great, but at least he's looking average. And that's all we've asked for quarterbacks that we've had over the last 8 years. Just be an average quarterback, let our defense put us in a position to win these games, and then rely on the offense to just do the bare minimum, score 21, 24 points a game, and we're going to win more often than not. But we just haven't had that. So now we're finally seeing that with the Broncos and Russell Wilson here. So if I understood your comment right, that's where I'm going with that. Glenn, I need to find a way to get Sutton the ball. Yeah, Sutton is 2 for 2. He's had 2 targets, 2 receptions for 16 yards. Stop throwing the ball, Jerry Jeudy. Period at the end. Stop throwing the ball, Jerry Jeudy. He has ruined his opportunity. He has absolutely ruined his opportunity. He didn't even deserve it. To me, if you're going to throw a temper tantrum on the field, you don't even deserve a look. But fine, we're going to give you a look. We're going to give you multiple looks. He's targeted. Let's see. Jerry Jeudy is targeted 5 times, 1 reception. Absolutely pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Good job. Good job, Jerry Jeudy, making us proud. Go throw a temper tantrum in the locker room and then just stay there for all I care. Andrew, Russ paid like the guys you just mentioned. I think that's what I was talking about before. Andrew, so based on the pregame talk, coach is currently writing third quarter possession script. Yeah, so that's what Sean Payton came out and said during one of the press conferences this week is that's what he's going to do to make this an adjustment on his side to see if it works. It's one thing to script the plays, for post halftime before the game. Again, I'm assuming, because I haven't thought about it, but I'm assuming that it's just common for most coaches to do that. But it hasn't been working for us. It hasn't been working for us all season long at all. I mean, you're not talking about like just not scoring points. You're talking about not even being able to get a first down after halftime for the first or second and third drives. Like it takes a whole quarter for us to figure out what we're doing wrong. So what he's doing is he's taking all the inputs from the first half of the game, looking at the feel for the game, seeing what the Chargers defense is doing, what we needed to do to maybe make some changes. And he's going to create those plays after halftime based off of that information. So hopefully with a little bit more updated and current information to go off of when developing the plays for after halftime, that's going to allow the Broncos offense to at least be able to move the ball down the field, maybe get a field goal, like something, right? Just something would be huge. Now, the flip side of that is it can't get any worse than it has been. Like what they go out there, they go 3 and out. Okay, well, that's what the Broncos offense has done all year. So it's not going to be a big surprise if that's what they do. Let's see. We're looking the best we have in years. Yeah. So that's a very good point, Gary. Look, we do have more wins this year already than we have had any of the last 5, 6, 7 years at all total, So yeah. Whew. Anthony, 4 sacks and 1 interception all in the first half. So let's see us go out there and maybe get some more, right? Let's not let up on the pressure. And what Vance Joseph is doing is really working. It's really working. What's going on for them in the fourth downs? Again, I think it's the same thing as third downs. It's just you get in position and there's too much pressure and you can't overcome it. And I don't know why. I wish I could tell you what the answer is, but clearly they don't even know what the answer is because they can't figure it out. So nothing I say is probably going to be right because it's just not working, right? We need to be smart with the football, continue to be smart with the football, make smart plays, and just pay attention to the details. The offense, I think, is just struggling paying attention to the details, right? Offense needs to get going. Completely agreed. Jerry, it's garbage. Yeah, I agreed. Let Mims get going, Anthony. I agreed with that. Again, just don't even throw the ball to Jerry Jeudy. I don't care if he is wide. I don't care if he has a player nowhere within 40 yards of him. Okay. You check that ball down and you take the 5 yards. Okay. Jerry Jeudy is done as far as I am concerned. Okay, guys, we're getting close to the end of halftime. Game is supposed to come back here soon. So really quickly, keep the comments coming in. I'll try to get a couple more of those. But first, remember, guys, Breckenridge Brewery Champions Blend here. Make sure you guys check this out if you haven't already. It's what I'm drinking today, hopefully to inspire some champion feeling amongst the Broncos themselves. Get that feeling back in them, right? Remind myself, hey, we're a good team now. We're playing really meaningful games in December, and that is huge for us. So make sure you guys check that out, and make sure you check out all the other Broncos content. Hit subscribe on our YouTube page. Hit that like button, that notification bell. Make sure you're following us on all our social medias. Check out the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you listen to podcasts. We're there. Just look us up. Andrew, last comment for the show here. Chargers could have had 1 or 2 field goals if not going for it on 4th. Yeah, and so this is where it's like, yeah, their coach is dumb, and the Chargers are going to Charger. So let's see what they do, guys. Second half coming out, it does look like, yeah, Herbert is not there. So probably good news for the Broncos defense. We're going to have to see what this other guy can do going out there. So we'll see. And hey, guys, make sure you check out the post-game podcast tomorrow night. We'll publish that. And in the meantime, enjoy the second half of the game. As always, guys, go Broncos. Enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that we're playing meaningful December football. And let's see what these guys can do. As always, go Broncos.
Do what I like, yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go, in the zone, here I go, in the zone, here I go, yeah, they know